Well, it's Friday night, and you know what that means. Coffee and comics. Okay, so I got my Nightmare Before Christmas mug, and we're going to be doing a little bit of an unboxing here. I have 2 boxes. I was actually sitting on 5 boxes, and then I just started doing some unboxings today. So this is going to be, I don't know, the 4th box I've done. So, yeah. So what we have here is, I don't remember what's in here. It's either 7 books or 9 books. One of these 2 boxes has Transformers in it, and Turtles. I don't remember what the other one has in it. It's been, I want to say 4 or 5 months since these were submitted. I also don't remember if these were pressed or not. I'm kind of leaning towards yes, but I think they were high enough grade that I didn't, or I thought they were going to be high enough grade. So we're going to start off with, let's get this one on the road. I will do my best to ensure that I don't see the grades because we're going to see them together. And I actually do not check the grader's notes anymore before they arrive. I don't look at the grades. I want to be surprised. You wait so long to get these in now that I almost feel like it's extremely anticlimactic to see the grades ahead of time, and then you just don't have that Christmas morning feel. Alright, so a couple of things. This one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is the 7-book submission. I want to give kudos to CGC for really taking care of the books. They charge a lot for shipping, especially if you go through USPS, but they do, I think, a decent job of keeping them from getting damaged. Alright, so here's the first book. Now, all of these comics are ones that have been in my collection for a very, very long time. Even if it's going back to the early 2000s. And now I know that the box that has the Transformers and the Ninja Turtles in it, that's from the early 2000s. I think it was DreamWorks or Dreamwave was doing those. This is obviously an older book. I don't know which one this is. Let's find out together. Oh, okay. Alright, so this is X-Men number 120. So this is my X-Men run. I submitted a bunch of books for pressing and cleaning. Books that I had had for a long time but had not submitted, with the exception of a copy of X-Men 121, which I bought as a kid, and I damaged it. So I sent it in to get it pressed and cleaned. It was some stuff that they could have fixed. So this is X-Men number 120. This is the first cameo appearance of Alpha Flight. Not the first appearance of Vindicator, because he was actually in X-Men 109. What do we have? We have a 9.4 with the X-Men label. So this is off-white to white pages. And 9.4. Really, really happy with that. Now, this book has gotten so expensive of late. Like, man, it's almost like if you didn't already own these and you're trying to get a high-grade run like me, it's pretty nuts. It just seems like it's really difficult now to get them. Alright, so let's pull off the bag. And okay, so wrong side. Alright, so this is X-Men 117. This is a 9.6 copy. This book, I think I bought this raw and had it cleaned and pressed, so pretty happy with that. It's tough to get 70 or Bronze Age books in a 9.8. It's really, really tough. So 9.6s are, realistically, if you're trying to collect a run like this particular run, you're lucky to get 9.6s at this point. Alright, so 117 at a 9.6. Pretty happy with that. Alright, and this one, I need to go here. No, I need to go here. Right, okay. Oh, guess wrong again. Okay, so this is going to be X-Men number 121 at a 9.6. Now, this book, I know for a fact is, well, actually I don't know for a fact because I submitted 2 copies of this book. One of these books I bought graded by CGC at a 9.4. So this coming back at a 9.6 is an upgrade for me, and this book is insanely expensive right now. So I would buy this even mid-grade now, and I would just hang on to it if you can get a copy. All right, but I don't know which copy this is. I mean, this might be the one I had as a kid, but I don't know. I kind of doubt it. But let's find out. That has off-white to white pages, by the way. Okay, the next one. Okay. Okay, this is the other. Now, again, I don't know which of these is the one that I bought as a kid and which is the one that I had submitted as 9.4. Now, obviously, if this is below a 9.6, then this is the one that was damaged, which was damaged by me as a really young kid. I think this book came out, let's see, this was 1979, so I was like 10 years old. 8.5. Okay. So this has to be the one that I damaged as a kid. Yeah. And what I did was, because I was learning how to draw, I actually put a piece of trace paper on top of this cover, and I traced Vindicator. So there was this outline all around Vindicator. I feel like an idiot, but you know, things you do when you're a kid. Alright, still, 8.5 is my original copy. It's going to stay in my collection. Alright. Can't remember what this one is going to be. Oh! This is X-Men number 95. So I have about 4 or 5 copies of this book. This book was previously graded, and it was cleaned and pressed, and it got an upgrade. Really happy about that. So, a 9.2. Alright, there should be an X-Men 101 and an X-Men 100 in here. Now, the X-Men 100, again, was the very first copy I ever bought. And it was originally, I think, a 7.5 before I sent it in and got it cleaned and pressed. I'm hoping it comes back in 8.5. If it comes back in 8.5, I'll be happy with that. I put off buying my 9.4 because I was trying to get a 9.4, 9.6 run from 94 to 143. And I put off buying it, and it was kind of a mistake on my part. But I do have a 9.6 copy of this book that I bought off of eBay, and that was graded by CGC. So this book is going to stay in my personal collection because I'm a huge X-Men fan. I don't plan on getting rid of these. Alright, so I'm kind of nervous, actually, about the X-Men 100. Now, the 101 had water damage. It was jacked up. I think I bought it for maybe $10 or $15 at a con when I was a teenager, just because it was there and it was cheap and it was the first appearance of Phoenix. So whatever it comes back as, I'll be happy because it was messed up. Okay, so this might be the 100 because it looks too good to be the 101, right? Okay, so this is the 100, and this was previously a 7.5. Okay, it's an 8.5. That's awesome. That's awesome because this book really wasn't in that bad a shape. I mean, it's really clean for an 8.5. It doesn't have really any major spine ticks. The corners could be better. It's not extremely white. This is a tough book to get in high grade. I think that's one of the reasons why it commands such a high price. But I got a nice upgrade on that. It goes to an 8.5. Alright, last book. And this is going to be the X-Men 101. So, oh my god. They did a really good job because this had massive water damage. I was thinking this might come back like a 3.5 or a 4. But now that I'm looking at it, I think this might be a 5.5 to maybe a 7, a 5.5. All right, and even in a 5.5, this book is pretty damn expensive. But wow, I'm impressed. They got a lot of that water damage out. It used to be heavily rippled in here. They actually did a fantastic job. I'm really, really stoked that they were able to clean this book up as much as they did, because it was terrible. I mean, I think it would have gotten like a 2.5 or a 3 in the condition that it had previously been. All right, so as a recap, we have X-Men 101, 5.5. This actually has off-white to white pages, 1976. We have X-Men number 100 at an 8.5. We have X-Men 95 at a 9.2. We have 2 copies of X-Men 121, one at an 8.5, one at a 9.6. You gotta love this. I'm not sure what the fair market value is on this book, but I know it's gotta be, right now it's gotta be crazy. I mean, I want to say 121 has jumped to a ridiculous number. Then we have 120 at a 9.4. And last but not least, we have X-Men 117 at a 9.6. Alright, well, thank you for joining me for Coffee and Comics, and for going through this unboxing video. If you've got any questions, you got any comments, put them in the comment section below. And I will do my best to answer all the questions that you guys post. I will say that X-Men is, it's not my first love when it comes to comics. I mean, I definitely think that's more geared towards Iron Fist, Master of Kung Fu. Obviously, as a kid, I read Battlestar Galactica, Star Wars. Everybody who was a kid in the 1970s read Star Wars. ROM, Space Knight, Shogun Warriors. Those were comics that were actually, when I was a kid, so I was like 7, 8, 9 years old, those are actually really popular. I think ROM number 1 was published in 1979. Oh, and Micronauts. Michael Golden, the work that he did on Micronauts was, man, it was amazing. If you guys haven't read that series, you should definitely pick it up. It's pretty hardcore. Anyway, thanks for hanging out Friday night, Coffee and Comics.